All right, welcome to Stopping the Who. I guess we're going to see if the censorship is a thing here. I've got this article I'd like to share with you. So here it is. It's just great news. Really chilling. No, it's not global cooling. It's not climate change. 5 countries to test European inoculation card. We'll use the word inoculation. See how that goes. Belgium, Germany, Greece, Latvia, and Portugal will test the new inoculation card in a variety of formats, including printed cards, mailed copies, and digital versions for your smartphone. Critics call it a direct threat to freedom. Well, duh. Duh, of course it's a direct threat to freedom. It's a direct threat to freedom. You hear that, UK? I'm yelling at the UK because they're doing all kinds of fun censorship. Like you can't say, I don't really like all of these immigrants that are showing up here. Yeah, you can't say that in the UK right now, or the police come knocking on your door. This isn't funny anymore, folks. This isn't. So, again, the 5 European countries in September will pilot this newly developed EVC, which aims to empower individuals by consolidating all of their inoculation data into one easily accessible location. It's convenient. It's convenient. It's fun for the whole family. The pilot program marks a step toward the continent-wide rollout of the new card, according to Inoculations Today magazine. Imagine subscribing to this magazine. Well, I got my copy of Inoculations Today. Can't wait to find out about all the new things I've got to do, all the new jabs I have to have. Belgium, Germany, Greece, Latvia, and Portugal will test the new card in a variety of formats, which we already covered. The program aims to pave the way. To pave the way. It's a gateway drug for other countries by harmonizing all of the inoculation terminology, developing a common syntax, a language, if you will, ensuring adaptability across different healthcare settings, and refining EVC implementation plans, according to Inoculation Today magazine. The plans will be made public in 2026. They're never letting this go. If you thought this wasn't going to be a thing forever, a lot of us. I remember watching Alex Jones of all people. Don't make fun of Alex Jones because sometimes he gets things 100% right. And he said, like in 2020, that your new normal is here to stay. It's not going to go back the other way. I really thought it would, but it hasn't gone back. So he was right about that. The plans will be made public in 2026, extending the EV system beyond the pilot access phases and enabling broad adoption across all EU member states. There's the card, and there you are. There, you're just like, they should just do avatars at this point because we're all just like walking avatars. According to this publication, EVC program seeks to leverage the lessons learned from the thingdemic and foster innovation and implementation management with the goal of taking crucial steps toward a more resilient and health secure future. You mean health insecure future, right? This stuff is amazing. They don't see the damage. It's exactly the opposite of what this says. The EVC is based on the WHO, the World Health Organization's Global Digital Health Certification Network, or GDHCN. The EU and WHO, see how we need to stop the WHO, co-launched the GDHCN in June of 2023 to promote a global interoperable digital inoculation passport based on the EU's digital health certificate launched during the thingdemic. I love the name of this magazine still. Inoculations Today describe the GDHCN as a citizen-centered method of storing and sharing data rather than a system that relies solely on public health systems. Greece was the first European country to impose the implementation of an inoculation passport, which was eventually adopted as the EU's Green Pass. I wonder if that has anything to do with like Green New Deal and all the green technology. Funny how they call it the green pass. What does that have to do with good health? Aren't you supposed to eat like vegetables if you're a greenie? Isn't that the direction you're supposed to do? I mean, it's just weird how all of a sudden it's okay to have vegetables and not meat, but then you have to take your inoculation to go along with it. Something seems unhealthy about that, but just making an observation. So Greece later became the first EU member state to adopt a digital thingamajig passport. Greece and their University of Crete is coordinating the EVC project alongside 14 partners from 9 countries and with 6.7 million euros in funding from the European Commission's EU for Health program. The EC is the EU's executive branch. Did you get that? Okay. It's a little confusing. So the European Commission is the EU's executive branch, if there is such a thing. Experts who spoke with the defender said the plans for the EVC pose a direct threat to personal and health freedom and national sovereignty. Doesn't this sound like world government? Like everything is moving toward world. Is this the mark of the beast? I feel like this is the mark of the beast, right? Or it's another mark that will lead to another mark. Dr. David Bell, a public health physician, biotech consultant, and former director of global health technologies at Intellectual Ventures Global Good Fund. Man, imagine if like Kamala Harris tried to read that. The proposed inoculation card reflects an increasing effort to utilize public health tools as a means to concentrate wealth and provide a means to control populations. Yes, it is very reminiscent of approaches in parts of Europe pre-World War II and essentially serves a similar purpose to exclude individuals who do not follow government instructions from society, aka what they're doing in the UK right now and in the state of Minnesota. Let's just put it out there, the state of California. Yeah, California and Minnesota. Those are our 2 presidential candidates. Dystopian lockdown hellscapes, right? The trial in Europe is an obvious next step after the recent widening of surveillance under the International Health Regulation Amendments, which greatly increased the likelihood of recurring lockdowns to enable mandated inoculation as a way to force mass use profit making, and that would be from the inoculations. Dutch attorney Mekki Tourist also criticized the pilot program, calling a digital passport a direct threat to our freedom and also the sovereignty of any state. All our powers are being handed over to the globalists, the group of bankers and investors, according to Tourist. Catherine Austin Fitts, founder and publisher of the Solari Report and former U.S. Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, said plans for the EVC represent another step toward asserting control of labor and travel with a goal of controlling resources and assets. The goal is financial control. There is no legitimate public health purpose. The central bankers are behind a health narrative. Policies like lockdown are a way to manage inflation and resource demand when monetary policy is highly inflationary. So this is a way to reduce inflation by, maybe killing people. That would reduce inflation, right? Experts also tied the rollout of the EVC to warnings from the government and health officials about the next thingdemic potentially caused by the bird flu or a still unknown disease X. According to Fitz, many steps are underway to prepare for a bird flu. Chicken is the most significant source of meat protein, so you do want to get rid of chicken if you can. So far, in response to the current bird flu claims, I am told by experts who follow bird flu claims that 99 million birds have been killed in the U.S. and 500 million worldwide. Bird flu inoculations have been shipped to Europe. And one of these wonderful cards has been used to try to pressure or force people to take another unnecessary injection. So I'm not going to go on with this, but you get the picture here. Insanity, like complete insanity. So that could be us. That's why we need to stop the WHO from doing what they're doing. They're all in bed together, whether it's the EU, the WHO, the World Economic Forum, NATO. Throw NATO in there too. All of those alphabet soup organizations are forcing us into this new paradigm of global governance. And uh, I'm not going. I don't know about you, but I'm not going. And I think we all need to be aware of this. And we need to alert the people who are in government, even if it's local government, of this stuff about all the chickens that they're killing. I mean, this is endangering the food supply. Americans and anywhere, not just here, but not just America, but people all around the world need food. We need food. And if we don't have food, well, you know what's going to happen next, right? They'll probably make us eat bugs, and then, we'll run out of bugs, and that will be the end of that. So there you have it. Another exciting and optimistic report brought to you by the World Health Organization and this channel.